glad to see you. Today, we'll revise the grammatical material on the topic the passive voice. You know there are two voices in English, the active voice and the passive voice. Балалар, білесіздер, ағылшын тілде екі етіс бар. Active voice ырықты етіс and the passive voice ырықсыз етіс. Today's lesson, present the passive, practice the present simple of the passive, and practice the past simple of the passive. Іс-әрекеттің иесі, орындаушысы белгілі, қимыл субъект арқылы істелетінін білдіретін етіс ырықты етіс деп аталады. For example, John cooked the dinner last night. John кешкі ас дайындады. We use passive forms when we don't know who did action. Яғни, іс-әрекеттің атқарушысы, қимыл иесі арнайы айтылмай, қимыл өздігінен істелетіндігі көрінетін етіс ырықсыз етіс деп аталады. For example, the dinner was cooked last night. Кешкі ас дайындалды. Балалар, ырықты етіс сөйлемде сөйлем бастауыштан басталады, ал ырықсыз етісте сөйлемде толықтауыштан басталады. Passive is formed auxiliary verb to be and the main verb in past participle. Яғни балалар, негізгі етістігіміз дұрыс етістік болса, иди жалғау арқылы жасалынады, бұрыс етістік болса, етістігіміз үшінші формасы арқылы жасалынады. Look at the table. The passive voice. Present simple in passive voice. In affirmative forms, we use auxiliary verb to be and is are and the main verb in past participle. In negative form, we use not after auxiliary verb. Am is are and the main verb in past participle. In interrogative form, we use auxiliary verb before the subject and the main verb in past participle. Past simple in passive voice. For affirmative forms, we use auxiliary verb was, were, and the main verb in past participle. In negative form, we use not after the auxiliary was, were. And in interrogative form, we use auxiliary verbs was, were before the subject and the main verb in past participle. The present simple passive auxiliary verb am is are and the main verb in past participle. For example, the teachers always answers the students the question. Балалар, бұл сөйлем active voice, яғни ырықты етіс сөйлемде қолданып тұр. Біз бұл сөйлемді ырықсыз етістікке қояйық. The students' questions are answered by the teacher. The past simple passive auxiliary verb was, were, and the main verb in past participle. For example, Anna painted the house. Бұл сөйлем балар ырықты етіс сөйлем қолданып тұр. Біз бұл сөйлемді ырықсыз етістікке қояйық. The house was painted by Anna. Remember, if we want to say who does the action, we use by. Егер сөйлемге іс-әрекетті жасалған тұлғаны қосатын болса, ол сөйлемге by көмекші сөзі қолданылады. For example, this house was built by my grandfather. If somebody does the action with help of instruments, when with. Ал бір зат арқылы жасалса іс-әрекет, онда біз with көмекші сөзін қолданамыз. So, let's have some practice. You should rewrite the sentences in passive voice. You have some time. Let's check. First sentence. Money is collected by John. Second, the window was opened by Anna. Third, soy is grown by farmers in Argentina. Fourth, the bicycle was sold by my uncle. Fifth, a lot was eaten by the sheep. Last sentence, our rooms are not cleaned by us. Okay, very good. Next task. You should choose the correct form of the verb in brackets. You have some time. Now let's check. First sentence. The news program is watched by millions of people every day. Second, the Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Third, new pop groups are much spoken about among teenagers. Fourth, I was born in Moscow. Next, the translation was finished 2 hours ago. London is visited by hundreds of tourists every year. Last sentence, the dogs were taken out 3 times yesterday. Okay, good job. So, children, today we've learned to practice the present simple and the past simple of the passive. Thank you, children. See you at the next lesson. Goodbye.